8277. The fuel reserve required for a reciprocating engine-powered supplemental air carrier airplane upon arrival at the most distant alternate airport during a flight in the 48 contiguous United States is A. 45 minutes at normal cruising fuel consumption. B. The fuel required to fly to the alternate, plus 10%. C. 3 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. The correct answer is A. A fuel reserve of 45 minutes at normal cruising fuel consumption. This reserve allows for unexpected delays, diversions, or holding patterns at the most distant alternate airport. Option B only mentions adding 10% to the fuel required to fly to the alternate, but it does not specify the total fuel reserve. Option C states 3 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption, which would be excessive for a reciprocating engine-powered supplemental air carrier airplane. Therefore, option A, which provides a 45-minute reserve, is the most appropriate choice in this scenario. 8274. Upon arriving at the most distant airport, what is the fuel reserve requirement for a turbo-propeller flag air carrier airplane? A. 90 minutes at holding altitude and speed fuel consumption, or 30 minutes plus 15% of cruise fuel consumption, whichever is less. B. 45 minutes at holding altitude. C. 30 minutes plus 15% of the total time required, on 90 minutes at normal cruise, whichever is less. The correct answer is C. A flag air carrier non-turbine or turbo-propeller-powered aircraft may not be dispatched or taken off unless it has enough fuel given the wind and other anticipated weather conditions. 1. To fly to and land at the airport to which it is dispatched. 2. After that, to fly to and land at the farthest alternate airport listed in the dispatch release. And 3. After that, to fly for 30 minutes plus 15% of numbers 1 and 2 above, or to fly for 90 minutes at standard cruising altitude, whichever is shorter. 8275. The fuel reserve required for a turbopropeller supplemental air carrier airplane upon the arrival at a destination airport for which an alternate airport is not specified are backslashes. A. 3 hours at normal consumption, no wind condition. B. 3 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. C. 2 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. The correct answer is C. A non-turbine or turbo-propeller-powered aircraft may not be released to an airport for which there is no alternate specified unless it has enough fuel, taking into account the wind and weather conditions anticipated, to fly to that airport, and then to fly for 3 hours at standard cruising fuel consumption. 8131. A certificate holder is notified that a person specifically authorized to carry a deadly weapon is to be aboard an aircraft. Except in an emergency, how long before loading that flight should the air carrier be notified? A. Notification is not required if the certificate holder has a security coordinator. B. A minimum of 1 hour. C. A minimum of 2 hours. The correct answer is B. The reason is that according to regulations, an air carrier must be notified at least 1 hour before loading a flight if a person specifically authorized to carry a deadly weapon is going to be aboard the aircraft. This advance notification allows the air carrier to make necessary arrangements and take appropriate security measures. Option A suggests that notification is not required if the certificate holder has a security coordinator, but it does not align with the specific regulatory requirement of notifying the air carrier. Option C suggests a minimum of 2 hours, which exceeds the actual requirement of 1 hour. Therefore, option B, with a minimum of 1 hour, is the correct choice based on the regulations. 8137. When a passenger notifies the certificate holder prior to checking baggage that an unloaded weapon is in the baggage, what action is required by regulation regarding this baggage? A. The baggage may be carried in the flight crew compartment, provided the baggage remains locked. The key is given to the pilot in command. B. The baggage must remain locked and carried in an area that is inaccessible to the passenger, and only the passenger retains the key. C. The baggage must remain locked and stored where it would be inaccessible, and custody of the key shall remain with a designated crew member. The correct answer is B. If the suitcase in which it is carried is not locked, and only the passenger checking the bag has the key or combination, no certificate holder may knowingly allow anyone to transport any unloaded handgun in checked baggage. The luggage carrying the firearm must be transported in a location away from the flight crew compartment and out of passengers' reach.